Hey, what's up everybody, this is Marcus from the Weekly Spot, back again with another video, and today I want to give my quick thoughts on what I think is exciting news about the DC Cinematic Universe, which is that Jason Momoa will be coming back. But not only will he be coming back to the universe, but he's going to be playing Lobo, aka the main man. Now, to give a little explanation on who Lobo is for those who may not know, Lobo, when he was first introduced, he was a part of, and I don't know if I'm going to get this right, but he was a part of the Velopian race, which were wiped out by another alien race called the Scions, and Lobo was a sole survivor, but his origin story was later retconned. So Lobo's new origin story is that he's from a planet called Zardion, which is like a peaceful planet, and Zardians were like almost immortal, and I say almost because apparently the only way a Zardian can be killed if he or she was killed by another Zardian. And though Zardia was known as like this peaceful world, Lobo was like the oddball of his planet because he's like, you know, the opposite of peaceful. Like ever since he was born, the guy was causing nothing but trouble, which eventually led to Lobo being the last of his race because, well, he ended up killing them all. And the reason why he did that is because he claims that it was for a science project that he gave himself an A on, which of course he did. But then there are other reasons why he did what he did, which is that he wanted to brag about being the last of his race, and also because, like I said before, the only person that could kill him is someone of his own race. So either way, Lobos is just brutal and insane. Like all he loves is, you know, mindless violence, drinking, killing, and you know, he comes off as arrogant and self-centered. Like he's pretty much all about himself. Oh, and another thing that I almost forgot, his name Lobo, it roughly translates to he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it, which is quite fitting to his character. But after exterminating his own race, he didn't leave his planet to, you know, find some jobs, make some money to feed his space pet dolphins. And yes, you heard that right, space dolphins. He also has a dog too. But anyways, eventually he started a career in bounty hunting, and Lobos is known and feared across the universe as a bounty hunter who never misses his mark. And despite his ruthless nature, Lobos is actually pretty intelligent, and he does have a strict code of honor when it comes to these agreements. Like once he takes a contract, he finishes it no matter what. And though he has had, you know, clashes with heroes like Superman and the Justice League, he does sometimes, you know, find himself fighting alongside them. So, you know, over the years, Lobo has, you know, fought on the side of both good and bad, you know, pretty much siding with whoever pays him the most and whoever promised him, you know, a good fight. And that's pretty much the origin story of the alien bounty hunter Lobo. And if you look up his powers and abilities, you can see that he has super strength, speed, and again, immortality. And another thing that he can do, and this is pretty crazy right here, he can regenerate from a single drop of blood, and each one he sheds can create another Lobo. So he can pretty much create an army of himself. So yeah, he's a very, you know, overpowered, outlandish, bizarre character, you know, definitely giving off vibes of characters like Deadpool. And he has made many appearances in, you know, animations, live action, video games. He had a web series, a short film, and apparently he was supposed to have a movie like a long time ago, and it was going to be directed by Guy Ritchie, who directed the movies Snatch, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and the Sherlock Holmes film starring Robert Downey Jr. But he then left the project to work on the sequel to the first Sherlock Holmes film, and the Lobo film was then given to Brad Peyton, who was the director of Journey to the Mysterious Island, San Andreas, Rampage, and Daybreak. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in talks to playing Lobo, but he then left the project to, you know, play Black Adam. Which, by the way, Dwayne Johnson as Lobo, yeah, I do not see that at all. Like, that would have been a no for me. But now we got Jason Momoa, who's going to be playing Lobo, and he's actually going to make an appearance in the Supergirl movie, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which makes me wonder, like, is he going to play a role in this movie? Is he going to make a cameo? But either way, like, I was already, you know, interested in this movie, but the fact that Lobo is going to be in here, like, it makes me even more hyped for this movie. And though I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman, like, this is a really awesome casting right here. Like, it seems, you know, it actually seems fitting. Like, I can actually see him playing this character. So I'm going to read this article real quick from Deadline, a headline, Jason Momoa to play Lobo in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Jason Momoa, star Warner Brothers and DC's Aquaman films, have been tapped to play Lobo as Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, Deadline has confirmed. Momoa has been linked to the Lobo role since before James Gunn came into the lead DC alongside Peter Safran. He's been vocal in the past about his interest in the part, and today confirmed his attachment to the role in a post on Instagram where he screenshot comments from a past interview. "I collect comics and I don't do so much anymore, but was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role," said the actor. Momoa went on to say that should DC come around asking him to play Lobo, it would be a fuck yeah! Alongside the Instagram screenshot, Momoa posted a caption this morning that reads, "They called." An anti-hero known for his violent and unreverent personality, who hails from the planet Zardia, Lobo possesses superhuman strength, regenerative abilities, and invulnerability that makes him a formidable opponent. Created by writer Roger Slipher and artist Keith Giffen, the character often is depicted as a bounty hunter who enjoys chaos and destruction. He was first introduced in Omega Man issue 3 in June 1983. Plot details for the new Supergirl are under wraps. As previously reported, House of Dragons, Millie Alcock landed the title role after a long search, with Matthias Scorners boarding as a villain Krem of the Yellow Hill more recently. Eve Ridley came on to play the part of Ruthie Marie Knoll. Craig Gillespie will direct, from a script by Anna Noguera. The project is based on Tom King's 2022 comic book series Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which Bilquis Evely illustrated. DC bosses Gunn and Safran will produce, with DC EVP, Executive Vice President Chantel Nong, executive producing, and production kicks off on January 13th. Warner Bros. And DC naturally are high on Momoa, given that his recent pair of Aquaman films together grossed more than $1.5 billion worldwide. Upcoming, the actor also has Warner Brothers projects, including a Minecraft movie which releases April 4th, and the live-action / animated Animal Friends from Legendary. Additionally, he'll be seen in Fast X Part 2, the Apple miniseries Chief of War, and Amazon's MGM's The Wrecking Crew opposite Dave Bautista, among other projects. And that is pretty much it for this article. But what are your guys' thoughts on Jason Momoa playing a Lobo? And also, if they bring back other actors from the DCEU, which character could you see them playing? This is Marcus from the Weekly Spot. More content will be coming out soon, but until then, take care everyone.